Hello everyone and welcome back to Party Wipe Gaming. I'm Brindis and once more we are looking at the Flame Boars clan for King of Dragon Pass. As we left off, we finished one whole season and events went pretty well. So here's the overview of the last year. We had 36 babies born, we initiated 20 children into adulthood, we have 199 more clansmen, we have 20 fewer heads of cattle, 18 more horses, than we did last year. We also produced a good amount of food, and we have some goods coming in. Overall, our clan seems to be happy. We even have more magic than we did the last season, so let's go ahead and see what everyone thinks we should do. We have not honored our clan deity by performing Hero's Quest. Yeah, you said that last year. Let's see. Devote 3 to diplomacy. Let's allocate 1 to quest, then perform Hero Quest. Our clan magic would be stronger if our chief devotee was Arnalda. It's easier keeping people healthy. So they're really just saying the same things we got last year. Keep our food growing. I'll put 2 in diplomacy. Keep people healthy, herds happy, war, trade, mysteries. The reserved magic did help, but if we get our soldiers in line, we won't really need it. Oh, and every now and then you'll see something like this. Randan died of old age. With his last breaths, he told us not to mourn. He was ready for his next life. So we lost somebody. But it wasn't anyone in the clan ring, thankfully, so we don't need to reorganize. He was just telling us that the farmers weren't happy, which is odd, not sure. They're uncertain. Well, we just started, so give us some time. We'll go ahead and set someone exploring, because last time it said we needed to check up in the northwest. So we'll ping right about there. And we'll send him off with 3 and 15. There's a very good chance we won't ever see him again, but we can get him moving at least. And the Lakin is reminding us that we don't enslave people, so we'll go ahead and take a look here. A family of travelers petitions you, seeking membership in your clan. The father, Ferrard, speaks on behalf of the others. His family made the dangerous trek from Esrulia in search of freedom and prosperity. So far, they have found only misery. Ferrard promises hard work and loyalty in return for your generosity. Well, if that's true, we're going to give him some good land and a herd, because we need more cows.
Thank you. We will speak forever of your generosity. I only hope we can live up to the high standards of our new clan.
Yeah, that was Ferrard. So he's all set up. We've got some people coming in, thinking highly of us. And we'll go ahead and set up some magic, because even though we sent out our explorers already, if we get this one, it'll help them come back alive. So we'll put some cows. 15's always a good number. Alright. Feared Women ritual. That gives us, that lets the ladies fight with us, which is good because it doubles our fighting force. Jonas Solar had a fine baby boy. He looks just like Coral, the poet. Yep, that was the poet guy from last season. Reports from traders say that Heron clan considers themselves to be feuding with us, and they will be striking at us soon. So this whole event has come full circle. That guy was a dick, got the girl pregnant, didn't want to marry her. They said we should fight him. We didn't fight him. Now they want to fight us. So, we'll be getting ready for that. And actually, it's fire season, so we can make the first strike. Which, let's go ahead and do it. Since we're at war with them, we don't need to be nice. And we'll ask our allies of the Oakenwald to come help us. And we need to leave some people behind to watch over. So we'll leave 2 weapon things to keep an eye on things. And we'll send most of our troops and some auxiliaries. Well, it's always important that you leave some people behind because somebody else might see that you've marched off to war and come in behind you and try and raid. Hopefully that won't happen, leaving 2 things. Here we go. The Elkin Volley sent 21 warriors. They were spotted by the Huron patrols, and our 14 weapon thanes and 175 footmen are facing 15 weapon thanes and 132. So we do have an advantage. We also have the Burning Standard, which helps our warriors maneuver more effectively. So we're going to go ahead and put that to work. We'll sacrifice to Orlath. And we won't push our luck. We'll just go ahead and do this. There we go. And here we are. Hey, good job. Nobody got injured. We sure showed them. Oh, 2 people got wounded. But we went ahead and made an example of them. Our forces eagerly followed the Burning Standard into battle. The Hurani charged right into the trap we had laid for them. It was a terrific fight. We drove the Hurani from the battlefield and were able to plunder their Tula. Our share of plunder was 37 cows and 11 horses. We took 24 cows worth of loot. Nalindia distinguished herself in the fighting. Luckily, the Burning Standard wasn't consumed by the flames. Cool, so we get to keep it. With their careful attention, our auxiliaries kept 4 warriors from dying and patched up 2 of the wounded. So all in all, we had a good fight. We really stuck it to them, showed them who's boss, and left with all their loot. Haha, the duck people. A scouting party discovers rich farmland not far from your stead. It is inhabited by strange beast folk who behave sort of like normal Orlanthi and call themselves the Rune Ducks. For once both warriors and Carls agree, it would be a fine thing to drive these small inhuman creatures from this fertile valley and claim it as your own. So they want to go ahead and kick off another fight and throw these people out. But if you were playing the mobile version, we could actually extort them for food, which would be more helpful, giving us tributes every month or every season, so we can keep people fed and worry a little less about it. But those aren't options. Actually, they are options. Let's go ahead and go for 50, because 150 is too much. Each year you must give us enough food to feed 50 of our people. We exacted payments from the ducks, whose larders were heavy. They swore oaths to pay after the harvest. So sweet, we've got food on hand. It's always good to have more food. Satratha, one of the explorers you sent to the far northwest, reports back. We found a land called Tosh. They are a little different from us, but still know the laws and stories of the gods. While there, we were approached by an odd and dandyish fellow who called himself the Prince of Mass. He said if we gave him silver and gems worth 50 cows, that he would visit a magical catastrophe upon any clan in the Dragon Pass we chose. So, they met some stranger, and he's like, hey, give me money, and I'll do a thing. We've no idea that he's going to keep his word. There's no reason he would. But we can go ahead and give it a shot. How many cows do we have? 129. No, that's going to eat up all of our supplies. We're going to go ahead and just ignore that. Our war leader, Lycan, said that he would not forget that we passed up an opportunity to settle an enemy once and for all. Well, we did that just fine. So it's still fire season. Let's see if we can get some more trade going. So we only have the 3. It never hurts to have more. More income is always good. They are known for a large boulder with war powers. Their chief is Venharl. They owe us a favor. We want somebody who has some actual Stuff worth trading. Establish a trade route with the ducks. No, we won't do that. Let's try the eagle. Oh, the eagles are far. We have the Boscovies. Blue spruces are far too. Apples far. Gorend. We'll try Gorend. So we'll send him on his way. We'll go ahead and build this temple. Our caravan is back from the Gorens. They agreed to trade with us on a regular basis, and we made a profit from the trip. Sweet! So we've got more income coming. And trouble. Closer to a feud with the Elkenval clan. Elkenvals are watching us to see how we treat... Well, at the Elkenval market, your traders are alarmed to see members of your clan bullying Elkenval traders. This ruined any chance of making good deals. Once word of the incident gets around, they figure it will hurt our trading relations throughout the area. The offenders were the brothers Harnkol, Ophir, and Argrand, who are notorious for their hard-headedness and hostile behaviors. So our options are to outlaw them or do nothing. Well, if everybody's watching and we just worked hard on getting some trade, we're gonna go ahead and kick them out. The people were unhappy. They said their offense did not merit such harsh punishment. Soon we heard that they had been adopted as weapon thanes of our foes, the Harani, and looked forward to taking vengeance on us. Well, all the more reason to kill them next season. So, we'll go ahead and sacrifice to the trade god. Get another 15. Sacrifice. Workings of the spare grain ritual. Obtain extra food via trade. Sweet. True to their word, the ducks brought us enough food to feed 50 people, and they said they would do the same next harvest. Which is good, because it keeps us right where we need it to be. Speaking of, make sure we have enough food going for next season. There. We'll cut down the wildlands a bit. Alright, so improves crop yield, which is good. Lets our farmers work more productively, also good. So we got one more chance to do some more magic. And ancestors. Ancestors are always good. Always honor your ancestors. Our ancestors reveal the workings of the summons evil ritual. Well, that's not helpful. 4 weeks ago, Randgor, a sour pig herder, died of old age in his sleep. His family mourned and buried him, but death has not inconvenienced Randgor. Each night he climbs from his grave and returns home and sits at his son's table and demands a meal. He stays until dawn, eating their food and drinking their mead. His family is distraught. "He is eating us bare. We won't have enough to last through dark season, and the sight of a rotting corpse eating porridge puts us off our own dinner. Our children grow thin. We cannot sleep for nightmares." So, we have to find a way to appease the old dead man. We need to see, this is what we were trying to fix in the first place. We'll sacrifice the ancestors. We held a ceremony at Brangor's grave, imploring his revenant to join our honored ancestors in the afterlife and trouble his family no more. The grave gunbolt then fell silent. That night, Brangor remained in the earth, and his family ate dinner in peace for the first time in weeks. See, problem solved. Still dark season. We'll go ahead and try one more time. Beat this to the punch. There we go. So I need to build them a shrine. You can't build shrines until you have some kind of blessing, so it's always good to keep trying. An old woman who introduces herself as Leica brings a baby to you. She has been raising the child alone in the woods, so you can assume she has been outlawed from her clan for some reason. I raised this girl in a shield, so that she will grow up to be a mighty warrior. It is time she had a clan, so I bring her here to you. Her name is Calrier. And every option we have except for turn them away, because why would you turn away the baby girl? We can adopt both the woman and the girl. Ask the woman why she's an outlaw. Recommend that she take her to another clan, take the girl in. This one is a waste of time. Never just try and do that stuff, because they'll just either get mad and leave or not help you. Sending them to someone else doesn't help because they're giving up good story and they'll probably turn on you later. So we're going to take both. Leica was surprised and pleased by our generosity. Because, you know, we'll have a good warrior woman on our side and a child who will grow up to be a warrior. Storm season. Let's go ahead and get another attack in on our war friends. Especially since those ruffians jumped over to their side. And so we were okay with leaving 2. And we'll up this to 200. And we only need about 30. A show of good faith to Elkinval will bring them along. And then, this is the problem with that season. There's always a chance of not getting back. Or getting out, in that matter. So that's one more season down. We had 40 more children, 19 more adults. We gained 38 more people, but we lost 31 cows, so we need to figure out a way to stem that, because if we run out of cows, we're done. We produced and ate the same amount, and then we lost a stockpile, so we need to fix that too. And still maintain our shrines, which is good. Our god talkers say that the omens predict a typical harvest. They heard Ernalda crying beneath the earth and said that our crops might suffer terribly if we do not learn one of her blessings. Well, problem solved. Health, keep people healthy, keep the one in war, trade, nope, not quest, mysteries. Alright, well, let's beat this to the punch. Ronaldo wants some sacrifices and mysteries. We'll go ahead and sacrifice to her. There's that. And we learn the swine blessing. Increases the fertility of our sows. This is the one we need. We need to help preserve food against spoilage. We'll try again. Another sacrifice. Less children. Well, more people making babies. Suddenly, there are snakes everywhere. They are in the grain bins, under the beds, in the rafters. They crawl into any open space. They scare the cattle. This is worse than a nuisance. It's a plague! So we can let the snakes go away, which will probably end up biting people. Organize a snake hunt, which will probably end up biting people. Or we can do some sacrifices. The gods are generally better for dealing with supernatural stuff like this. So we're going to go ahead and drop a cow to Urmal. The snakes did not leave until a season had passed, and the poisonous ones had claimed children and cows. Dang it! That's not good. But we only have 3 sick people, so that's not so bad. Let's try one more. There we go. So now we'll build up. Devotees of the cult Yinkin, the god of alliances, cats, god of cats, have an offer to make you. We have noticed that the woods around your Tula are infested with many types of rodents, including a type which are very susceptible to spirits of disease. If you want to give us something in return, we can perform a ritual which will improve the hunting abilities of your alliances. It will kill these forest-dwelling rats, freeing you from the risk of disease. So, well, hey, it is an option. This is going to be what we take. We're going to give them the cats. They were honored and inspected the kittens carefully. The leader's brow furrowed and sadness washed over his face. "I'm very sorry," he said, "but these are descendants of Black Havoc. You'd best simply let them loose outside your Tula. Yinkin would not honor such a gift." Oh, okay. Well, we can offer them goods and livestock. After talking them for a while, it became apparent that they will expect goods worth 10 cows in exchange for their service. Easy enough. They gathered our alliances together in a stead. It was remarkable to see these willful creatures following the Yinkin cultists as if they had become sheep. We heard wails and howls coming from the stead and could not tell which were made by people and which by cats. Finally, the Yinkin people emerged and said that the ritual was a success. Cool, so gonna chase off some rodents. Gonna go switch that to preserve, keep our food. And there was one more person who's preserved food. Mall. No, that makes better crops. Series. Sure shot. Rain, it's also a good one to get. Do need to build her a temple. I don't know why we don't have one. There. So now we'll have more cows coming in. There was one more that had granaries. Da, da, da. Ah, there it is. Friend of Yinkin. That's the one we would need. So, I know we're killing off a lot of our cows, but once we get this stuff ready, we'll be fine. We are being raided by the horse nomads. There are 154 of them, all mounted. They slipped past our patrols and we could raise only 10 thanes and 120 in time. Oh, that's not good. Well, burning standard and 1 sacrifice. We'll try and take some captives, because that burning standard is good. Our forces eagerly followed the standard into battle. We outmaneuvered the horse nomads and gained superior position. There was an extended clash. Our magic overwhelmed theirs. Unfortunately, we weren't able to take any captives. The share of plunder was 37 horses. Luckily, the burning standard wasn't consumed by the flames. So once again, beat the hell out of them. So that's good. But it also means we need to get some improvements going. Oh. We'll put in for ramparts. That's really all we need to do. Our population's getting a little high, but we should still have enough food coming in. We'll need to take some land soon. Yeah, we'll have someone explore. right in our neighborhood. See if we can find a treasure. Party we sent to the northwest found an unusual piece of flint. They thought it might be special, so we brought it back. They were right, as I've recently learned that this is a splinter rock. We can use it at the start of a battle to improve the effectiveness of our combat magic. Always good, but then immediately bad. Venina has been stricken with a terrible illness. Investigation by the worshippers of rocks confirms everyone's suspicions. She is the victim of chaotic magic. The Roxy pinpoints the method of infection. The fabric of one of her skirts was woven with hard-to-discern chaos runes, as well as other malign runes. Nobody is sure who gave Venina the skirt, and she is too sick to talk. She is attended by our best healers. Well, we should find out. Actually, we should worry about her first. So, we'll sacrifice to our healer. And since I'm killing off too many cows, go ahead and drop this down. 15 always is a good number. The healer said the omens were favorable, but uncertain. So all we can do is wait. Storm season. Hey, let's go get some cows. We probably do a quick cattle raid. 10 and 10. We'll attack Haran. Oh, no. There you go. I know what I'm doing, really. Haran. We'll keep it small. There's too many warriors that will be spotted and have to fight. The Gorons are weak, so the clan members. We're on good terms with them. I don't want to do that. So we'll just go pick a fight with Haran. Cattle raid. We were spotted by the Haran patrols, and our 7 weapon thanes and 10 are facing 7 and 22. Sweet. Yep, so we'll just plunder and maneuver. Sweet. Our forces eagerly followed the burning standard. The Harani charged right into the trap we had laid for them. The clash ended quickly. We drove the Harani from the battlefield and were able to plunder their Tula. Captured 27 cows and 8 horses. Luckily, the burning standard wasn't consumed by the flames. That luck will run out eventually, but for now, it's helping. And we'll get some more weapon thanes because they're bound to strike back. The people take heart from good news. They were nervous when they realized that we only had 1 woman left who had a knack for making the salt bread for Amal's day, but now Ernaldesta has learned to do it too, so this holy thing will not be lost. That's good. That's another year over. So, we had 37 babies born. We initiated another 20 into adulthood. The clan has 25 more people, 30 fewer. So considering what we've sacrificed, that's pretty good. We can kind of stem that over time. We produced 1,359 bushels of food, and we only ate 1,000. We lost almost 100, so we're still breaking into the green, but we need to get ahead of that before bad stuff happens. Maintaining our shrines takes 18 and 36 cows. So we always need to make sure we have enough to keep that because they'll fall into disrepair. God Doctor predict a more or less normal harvest. They add that our crafters will have good luck this year. That's good. Always keep the crops going. Health, herds, 1 for war, mysteries, trade, and we'll keep 1 in reserve. Let's see, we're starting out pretty low there. That's not good, but we can manage. Warriors are satisfied, but the farmers aren't. Well, the farmers are never happy. We will go expand trade again. Anterlings. See if we can establish a trade route. Cultus of Aralda, the mother of cows, comes to you and offers to perform a ritual in honor of their goddess. The ritual will make your cows healthier and more fertile, although they do so to honor Aralda. It is clear that they want you to offer something in exchange for their ritual services. Gladly, anyone who makes the cows better. Accept their offer and tell them you owe them a favor. This one's always fine, because owing people favors, usually they'll come ask for something later, but it's never too heavy. And since I'm kind of low on supplies, we'll do that. They thanked us and said that the Aranoldi, which many of them belonged to, would one day take us up on the favor. They gathered up our cows and then walked around them 7 times, whisking them with the holy tail. After performing a lowing dance, they pronounced the ritual complete. They departed to the cheers and good wishes of the Carls. Sweet. Anything that makes the cows happy. So he's setting up a trade. We'll set up another one with the Green Wings, because why not? Good news, after many weeks at death's doors, Benina recovered from the illness caused by the Hex Skirt. That's good. Our caravan is back from the Anterlings. Not only did they give us goods, which turned out to be of inferior quality, but they refused to set up... Well, those guys are jerks. That's why you always send 2 people. But it also means we can go raid them because they gave us crap. It's not cattle raid, regular raid. So we don't take kindly to that. Oh, they're not within our reach. Oh well. Let's go beat up Haran again. Nothing like pushing our luck. And another 200. And 30 was a good number. Elkinval seem dependable. The Elkinval sent 23 warriors. They were spotted by the Haran patrols, and our 18 weapon thanes and 200 footmen are facing 11 and 132. Haha! Have them outnumbered and outmatched. And we'll go ahead and take some land, because we need to start getting more farms. Which means we won. Our forces eagerly followed the burning standard into battle. The Harani attacked while we were still sacrificing. They charged right into the trap we had laid for them. There was bitter fighting. Their battle magic was stronger than ours, but we were not dismayed. Although they resisted this bitterly, we were able to hold a part of the Haran Tula. Our share of plunder was 18 cows and 12 horses. We took 20 cows worth of loot. Luckily, the burning standard wasn't consumed by the flames. Due to their prompt healing, our auxiliaries kept 3 warriors from dying and healed 6 of the wounded. So, none of our forces took casualties again, and we beat them up quite thoroughly. Boscovi have a new chief, Korank. He is known for his impiety and his temper. Their former chief, Hjord, died in his sleep. Our caravan is back from the Green Wings. Although I made a small profit, I could not convince them to set up an ongoing trade. Man, that sucks. Could not tell Greeners had more cows than we do. Aha, this is also good. A member of the Haran clan ring named Ernaldesta. Wow, that's a really popular name. The Holy and the 3 resigned weapon thanes approach the clan ring with an offer of one-time tribute. We are tired of war, says Ernaldesta. We will give you 25 cows as tribute, and all we can afford, if you will stop from raiding us. We will also swear to the gods that we will not raid you. Haha, they hadn't raided us. Let's go ahead and get an annual tribute out of them. And we'll be nice. We'll just say 10, because that'll keep them from... Oh, and she's still not doing it. A few days later, we heard that they had hired a bandit king and his gang of weapon thanes, preferring bandits within their Tula to letting us raid at will. So, we said give us 10 cows every year instead of the 25. She said we were being greedy. So, instead they hired bandits, because apparently they were weller off than they claimed. That's fine. We'll hit them one more time, because we don't owe them anything. And we'll talk to Hjord, see if they want to get in on the action. Bump this up a little bit. And 30 always seems to do well. We've got them outnumbered again. The Hjordlings sent 26 warriors. They were spotted by the Huron patrols, and our 20 weapon thanes and 215 footmen are facing 14 weapon thanes and 118 spearmen. Go ahead and use the standard again. Sacrifice. Let's take captives, because we can ransom them back. Our forces eagerly followed the burning standard into battle. All the Hurani tried to retreat. We cut them off. The battle didn't last long. We weren't able to take any captives. Dang. Our share of the plunder was 30 cows and 8 horses. We took 25 cows worth of loot. Burning standard wasn't consumed. A couple people got hurt, but we still beat them up. Fine, we'll take the tribute. We'll go ahead and leave them alone. We taught them a lesson. We accepted their tribute and swore to Hakmut and then to Ernalda to refrain from raiding the Hurani for at least 10 seasons. Of course, these oaths are binding on them as well. So for 10 seasons we can't attack them. They won't attack us. That's fine and dandy. We got what we needed from them. So it's Earth season now. Really want to get at least one trade route going. Elkenball, Hjord. We don't have one with Hjord. Let's get that going. 10. Dorasa, one of the most promising young god-talkers of Ernalda in your clan, has been neglecting her duties of late. She often disappears for hours at a time. Her uncle follows her one day and discovers she's been going into the forest to talk and laugh with the spirit. When word of her activity spread, some of the people are concerned. What do they have to say? World is full of spirits, some of good, some are bad. Most of them have their own selfish goals, just like people. Sacrifice to the spirit, it will give us a gift. The spirits will do us no harm. You can't trust spirits, they're outside Hjord's laws. Could ever be too sure where spirits are concerned. This is a tough one. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that insight, Janstan. You are so helpful. Well, let's sacrifice to it. One person said they would give us a gift. So, how about we'll do 15 and 10. It's a big thing to give to a spirit, but maybe something good will come from it. Our god talkers saw many good omens after the sacrifice was made. Hey, that works, because it looked like we got some magic. We did. We got 6 magic out of it. That's awesome. We can't really support any more trading partners right now, though we could if we enlarge the Ceres Temple. Hey, that's what we'll do. Built. That's probably why we weren't getting anybody. And we'll sacrifice to him too. So 15 shinies. Trading ritual. Hey, that's helpful. We're being raided by the trolls. There are 9 dark trolls and 144 trollkin. Luckily our patrol spotted them and all 23 weapon thanes met them, as well as 225 feared. Fired. Actually, they're not worth wasting magic on. Well, we can waste one magic. And it's not worth taking them captives, so we'll maneuver and kill as many as we can. And we lost. We struck the splinter rock with a sword, releasing a shower of sparks and a strong wind that blew towards our foe. The troll's charge hit us before we could shift our lines. Fierce fighting ensued. Oh, well, because I maneuvered without the banner. We were driven from the battlefield, and the trolls made off with 38 cows and 7 horses. Through their healing magic, our auxiliaries kept one warrior from dying and patched up. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, that rock was a real waste. Let's try one more. Maybe we can get that other profit. Oh, Silver Tongue helps. You report that Parendal of the Brown Boars began a while ago to find excuses to visit Eonelisarl and her kin. She has grown glad to see him, as has her family, who granted them permission to marry. Hey, alright, that one girl got knocked up at the beginning of the game. Parendal proclaims himself lucky to find such a beautiful and fertile wife. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Build that up. Marriage between Eonelisarl and Parendal was a fine affair. The Brown Boars hosted us, impressing us with their hospitality and generosity. Small group of Tusk Riders raids Yurtula. They desecrate the Temple of Ernalda. Well, we will not allow that. And Akhmut will exact justice. And 20. Did not find any Tusk Raiders. Awesome. Wow, we lost all that magic because we got beat up by the trolls. Oh, excuse me. We'll try the Enhili, see if they'll take some trade. While plowing the fields, the Carls find something strange. It's an enormous skull of some kind of dragon creature. We're gonna go ahead and display it. Since it came from the earth, we put it in our temple to Ernalda. Which got us... we went from -1 to 8, so that was clearly a good sign. Alright, we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. It's been 2 or 3 seasons of great progress. As we can see, we've got some more growth. Clan has no more people. We didn't take on any more people, so that's good. We're also getting our cattle back and horses. So, we're producing a good amount of food. We're still losing a good amount. The amount we're losing is going up, but we're making more. Crafters are making good. So, like always, if you like the video, go ahead and leave a like, comment, feel free to subscribe. This is Rin from Party Wipe Gaming. Have a good day. Bye.